Hello YouTubers, slightly different video today. Somebody asked me what the ZI8 and the Playtouch is like when you hook it up to a mixer, and so I thought, well, I haven't really done this test before, so I thought I'd give it a go. What I'm going to do is start off with the ZI8 and then do the same test with the Playtouch. I have been faffing about with volume levels, trying to get it right, so I apologise if this is either too loud or too quiet. Basically, I've got my headphone socket, I've got my headphones in my headphone socket, and I've got my piano, the M06, and the microphone hooked up into my mixer. I've got a lead coming out of the ZI8 microphone socket into my CD stroke tape out, so that it picks up the sound that my mixer, which goes into my mixer. So what I'm going to do now is turn on my M06. Now, I've spent quite a lot of the afternoon trying to get these levels right, and what I would say to you guys, if you're going to be doing this kind of video, then you need to sort out your volumes, because the ZI8 seems to pick up more volume than you can actually hear in your headphones. That's the reality for me anyway. What I'm going to do is whack up the volume so you can hear what the ZI8 can cope with. At the moment I've got the volume level quite low, so I'm going to put it up higher. I would warn you now that the sound is going to be a lot louder. I'm not going to do it for too long because I don't want to distress anyone. So that is quite loud, and that's not even the whole way up. So I've got it about halfway and then down a bit lower. I don't like putting too much volume into this camera because I'm worried that I might damage it. So I think this is probably going to be a lot louder than what I had it set up before. But this is just a test to show you guys what the ZI8 and the Playtouch is capable of. At the moment I've got them both in WVGA 30 frames per second, and what I'm going to do now is hook up the Playtouch and see how that records. I've actually put the mic gain down 2 increments because I thought that might change the volume record. I think it has, but I'm not sure. I'll just put the level down a little bit more. So there you go, that's the ZI8. Now let's have a look, see what the Playtouch can do. Okay, so here is the Playtouch. I think I've actually got the mic gain on the default on the Playtouch, so it will be interesting to see what the volume is like. So let's bung on the M06. Everybody likes a bit of background music, eh? So these are tests because I was asked what I thought about hooking up to a mixer. I have seen these type of videos before on YouTube where guys have hooked up their mixers to the ZI8. The guy who asked me the question wanted to know whether the Playtouch could do the same thing. At first I didn't know whether it could or not, because I'm not sure if the mic input on the Playtouch is the same kind of input, because it doubles up as a headphone socket. So it will be interesting to see if there are any differences in how the Playtouch reacts and how the ZI8 reacts. I've been quite impressed from what I've seen so far, because obviously I've done a lot of test videos with both cameras, so I know what it sounds like and I know what it can do. So it does actually do, I think the Playtouch does a better job, but we'll have to see when it gets into the editing. So now I'm going to try the volume thing. It's just about over halfway. I don't really want to do it any further than that because I don't want to stress you guys out and I don't want to kill my camera. So I'm not going to keep it on there for very long. I think that'll do. So there you go. That's my mixer test for the Kodak Playtouch and the Kodak ZI8. I hope this has helped. You can ask me about how I set up all of this. Whether I'll be able to explain it or not, I'm not sure. Again, I've hooked up the extension lead that I've got into the mic socket on the Kodak Playtouch. It then runs down here and splits into left and right into the CD stroke tape out socket, and it's two phono sockets, so it actually bridges from one into two. Then I've got my mics in channel 1 and my MO6 is in channel 9. So that's the best way that I can explain it. If you guys need better explanation, then please ask away. Okay, so that's this test done. I hope it's been helpful, and I'll do some more later on. Okay then, bye bye.